fun project done for Block Hop. A simple card and little box and everything that you create from just one sheet of paper. So the theme was summer, and this is what I created. So I created this little box that holds some fun stuff. Little limoncello, could be any other little bottle, and some chocolate, and also this card that featuring this little cocktail. Just love that little cocktail and use of Magenta Madness color. Everything Magenta Madness makes me super happy. So let me show you how to make this fun project with just one sheet of Granny Apple green paper. So let me put it aside. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start with one sheet of paper, and you're gonna cut it in half. So you will have a 1-4 card. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and another piece is exactly the same. So this piece is for card, and this piece is for the box. So let's do super quick scoring of the box. And again, I absolutely love that it's just half sheet of paper. I like when projects are we could do project in mass, and also it's only taking like half sheet of paper or quarter paper, so you don't really waste a lot of things. So box is quite a big box. It's 1.5 by 2.5 and 4 inches tall. So we're gonna score at 1.5, then 4 inches, 6.5, and 8. And on the shorter side, we will do 1.5. So 1.5 is just the width of the box. So super simple. After you score, you're just gonna do some cutting. And this is your simple cutting. So you're gonna cut that extra small piece off. And where the tabs, so on the smaller piece, I like to cut in little triangles. It makes much easier to assemble a box. So just a little bit of tear tape and you will be ready to have your box. So I like to start with doing things, if it's gonna cooperate, I think it will. And we're just gonna fold it like this. And here is your simple fold here. So again, you could apply sticky strip to make it actually fast. I like to apply sticky strip on this piece that's gonna go inside. And the piece that's gonna go out, I'm applying it to the top. I measured, first I created a box slightly bigger, but it was just a little bit too big. So I like when stuff is nice and snuggle. So you just push it down, put those tabs, and close it. Here is your little box. Now it's ready to decorate. So it's 4 inches tall and 2.5. We're gonna use for the same for the card and for the box. I decided to use Daffodil Delight. It's nice and bright. And I did emboss with a new embossing folder, Elegant Diamond. I don't know names yet, but it's in Peony Sweet. So it's look like this. Some quick tip for you for embossing. I do a lot of die cutting, and I don't like to switch my plates with embossing. So actually I find out that if I just use magnetic plate, remove the bottom plate, put my 3D embossing from Stampin UP, any 3D embossing works, put the cardstock and just a top plate and run it through the Big Shot. It's actually a perfect sandwich combination. So you don't need to have any shims. Again, maybe your machine is different. Mine working as a charm. So pretty much I like to use those now because I don't need to keep changing my platform. Just a little tip for you. So for the actual card, we're gonna use 2 bundles. So this one is from last holiday catalog, but I'm so happy it's carried over. It's called Timeless Tropical and corresponding dies. I just love anything kind of palm trees, hibiscus. I live in Florida, so it's pretty much what I have outside. And another stamp set called Nothing Better Than was just debuted in this catalog, and a lot of great images, again, chocolate, coffee, cocktails. If it will be just glass of wine, it will be even better stamp set. If we will have that saying, will be just score all my points. But again, I absolutely love it, so we're gonna use that. Just couple quick tips how to make the card. Again, card is super simple, so nothing complicated here. Your card front that we made, you're gonna adhere your embossed Daffodil Delight on top. Then for the focal point, I took a stitch rectangle. This one is around 4 inches by 2 3/4. And what I did, I just randomly stamp, as we don't have a tropical paper anymore in this catalog, so I decided to design my own. So I just stamped this pineapple kind of randomly, like so. And you have some focal point. You will mount it on piece of early espresso, and it's slightly bigger than that. So it's 4 1/8 by 2 3/4. Again, all the measurements on my blog, so just click the link and you will see it. And this one you will be mounting flat. If you, like me, living in Florida, I do suggest to either use liquid glue or use a tear tape, because it gets quite moisture here. And just I didn't have a chance yet to try new seal, but normally I like something stronger than that. As far as the palm tree, the way we're gonna do stamping, again, we're gonna use the same color. We're gonna use Granny Apple Green, and with this one, because it's 2 stamped, I have early espresso marker. So what I do, I'm actually not even coloring both. I quickly stamp top of the stamp and then just color the palm trunks, and then you stamp it. And you will need to have 2 of those. Also, what you can do, you could take either a wing of Stella, or you could take a blender pen and kind of blend it so it's gonna be a little bit lighter look. You're also gonna stamp, and for this video I'm not gonna pre-stamp things, but you will need to have 2, and then you will need to die cut. For this also project, you will need to have those 2 flowers. I stamped mine in Memento ink, and then color with new Magenta Madness blends. Again, those 2 just makes me so happy. The color is just vibrant, and just little go a long way. Then we stamped this little cocktail, and I like this one because you don't need to color. So you basically stamp your cocktail, then you stamp it's the same Granny Apple Green color for the inside. This one, I did stamp it off, so my cocktail is not just that chemically green. Little lime wedge, full strength, and little Magenta Madness. You'll need to have 2 of those, and you will be able to start assembling your card. So let's go ahead and do it. There's my wet glue that I absolutely love. And I travel with that a lot as well. Well, not anymore. All right. assemble our stamped panel. As I mentioned, everything going flat. Then you will take your palm tree, 2 of those. You will add some dimensionals on the back. Just probably 2 or 3 big ones. And then I like to cut smaller pieces for the trunk, so it still kind of have some support. And you will cover it with your greeting, so it's not, I guess, that important how you're gonna do that, but I like that it's kind of resting on the dimensionals, give it card, make the card a little bit sturdier. So we're gonna go ahead and add those. So do maybe one slightly angle and then another one. Then I'm gonna use a 3/4 strip, some leftovers from Whisper White, and I will stamp Rest and Relax, You Deserve It. I was joking that this one is pretty much almost for me. I actually took leave of absence months, a little bit over months ago, from my full-time job that I was working over 11 years, high IT position. I was just so burned out, and so it's time to take care of myself and do a little stamping. So I was joking when I made this card, another day I was joking, it's for me. Rest and relax, you deserve it. So you'll stamp that. And Tuxedo Black, you could probably use early espresso. I'll just eyeball it how I want it. Take that hibiscus flower, also add it with the dimensionals. And if you create those type of projects, like my suggestion is to make, couple flowers, couple palm trees, have them pre-cut, then its assembly gets much more faster. And I love to mass produce, so, and something that I don't spend a ton of time, because if I spend 1 hour in a card, forget it, I'm never gonna mail it, and probably never gonna do it. So I like always to figure it out how to make it, still not simple and easy, but easy enough for me to make a few of them and still enjoy making them. All right, so here you have it. So we're gonna do, I think this is good enough, and then we take our cocktail and add it on top of it, also with dimensionals. So again, it could be decorated differently, different colors, just some concept for you. If you want to get one step further, I did little bow here, and your card is done. So for the box, again, exactly the same. That piece is slightly smaller, 3/4 by 2/1/4, embossed. If you have any other paper, or if you wanted to stamp your pineapples on Whisper White, I think it's gonna look gorgeous no matter what. And some stitched circle layering or layering circle. Again, whatever you have, it could be just a square if you don't have any dies or punches, works great. And the same concept, you just put little flower and little cocktail. You could add a ribbon, you could add extra bling, you could add a greeting, but here is a box. So here you have it. Again, it's pretty decent sized box. Your little drink fits here. Again, you could probably put more candy or something else. But again, this is a box created from one sheet of paper. So hope you like it. Visit funstamper.com for more ideas.